Hello and welcome. Just checking to make sure my recording window is right. It is smashing, fantastic. Yeah, I've got the right save in now. This is the same map as the other day, and I transferred the save from my big PC to this one, so everything is as it should be. Oh, the food is all back and everything, so we're all spot on. Yeah, I was just looking through. Yeah, of course, manure as well. I think I did notice that. Fantastic. Yeah, it's not an awful lot, but you wouldn't expect it really. It's just, I think it was just overnight as well, so it's not even a full month's worth. Just looking through here, and I thought, don't you think you ought to show everyone else this? I was just making sure, as you do, to make sure that there was nothing actually not needing attention or that did need attention. And I was thinking, actually, this is looking quite good. Yeah, with that's obviously the grapes. Yeah, I mean, I did only want to simulate a medium. I didn't want us to go mad because I thought that was unrealistic. I'm trying to simulate as if we've got quite a few vines, but not a massive vineyard that's gone huge, because I didn't think it was fair. Same with this. The olives are coming in nicely. That sodium hydroxide is all good. The straw manure from that, obviously, I think we were out pretty much last time. And yeah, these are all good, fantastic. So I'm very, very happy. The production shared, I don't think we've got much going on in there. The oats, seeds from oats. We've not got much. Yeah, we can switch that on, but we need to stick the. Yeah, true. It will actually call the manure to go to there as well, but there is no manure to go in. Do we allow? I think we will allow that for that type of thing. It's a side thing. It's not actually. If you look at how much manure you need to make the seeds from oats, truthfully, it's not a lot. It really isn't. And I was going to say it's a bit of a disappointment, but it's not terrible. No, it's not. It's all right. I mean, the Blue Dragon one's monstrously fantastic, and I suppose you're always going to compare this. I do think there is. Water Woodfast. Right, yeah, that's just the thing that you're using. Right, smashing. Yes, it is. So we've really got all jobs done. There is, however, a lot of work to do this particular session. There is. Yeah, I was right as well. We've got grass to do. If we're going to do grass, I think we ought to. I'm not sure this actually mows properly, this kind of grass. So I think what we're going to be doing is probably the plateau at the top that isn't the fields. We're going to plant the fields. Do we do the grass but then you're going to confuse the edges of the field, because it is possible to plant this field with what it is, and then we can go over it and plant the grass, because funnily enough you can't destroy this unless you were to plough it. Now I know this because I've tried it with a cultivator and tried to oversow another thing. Well, that used to be the case. Of course, rules do change. That is one thing I'm going to say. Now then, the sheep. I did check the animals, but I didn't check the sheep, and their animals too. So no, they're all spot on as well. They're absolutely fantastic. So that's brilliant. Everything is happy and everything is tickety-boo. So then, we've got to rip all of this grass up. We're going to use this. I might be able to coarse bait, actually. I said last session that I didn't think coarse bait, but coarse bait is really canny if you've got like an area. So there's a couple of decent sort of things. I'm only thinking of the grass for I am trying on a couple of Let's Plays to steer clear of the BGA, because I do overuse it, because it does fit the model really well, which is why it's on every single map. But also I'd like to sort of show that we don't have to have that every single time, really. So yes, well, I'm really chuffed with where we are, though. The same, we've got all the animals, still 133,000. Our farm is blossoming. It really is. I've got to be honest. Yeah, there's an awful lot of things going on. I really do love even the bridges. I'm quite chuffed with these. I'm not 100% sure. Still think I prefer my old wood things to this. It just seems more like what you'd have around a house, but I suppose it would match. Don't know that it matches this. That's one thing I am going to say. I think it really doesn't match this. That's one thing I'm going to say. I really do feel quite strongly about that. Yeah, we've got plenty of grass in there for now. So then I'm going to cut out the cameras, because what I'd like to do is grab the stuff and get it. No, we don't need to do that. No, it's part of the session. It is. There's no rush. I've got to get out of this rush. Everything's got to be dynamic action all of the time. You can't do it. Mr. CDP, I've got to be honest, is an absolute master, and he doesn't always have action. He can trundle along, engaging in you, the viewers and the subscribers, just chatting, and everyone's quite happy with that. It is true. I've got to get a little bit more, that I don't have to keep you busy with something going on all of the time, every single second. Yeah, I'd always seem to have been that. I do like dynamism where everything is busy, but life isn't like that. Oh, we've got some rain coming. When is the rain coming? Oh, of course we've got the Estrella, the beautiful Estrella. Right, when is the rain coming? That's the first thing. Oh, 11 o'clock. Well, we've got an hour and a half. We might actually be able to get something done in that time. Now, did we? I think we left it where everything was exactly as it was before. We didn't buy another field because we really did the animals. Just checking. I know what I'm like. Oh, that's just a course that we did a long time ago. Yes, smashing. We've just got exactly what we've got. Brilliant. Okay then. So now that is a point. I would say that is probably better for the Estrella. Now, if I remember rightly, although it would be a good thing to check, this never used to like being filled from a fill point. When I'm really interested in this. I had it very early on, and it really didn't. Let's open that up. Now, then the other thing is, I think, how do we get this? It is a beast. That's the one thing I am going to say. It really is beastly. Can we sneak past that, or are we literally going into the mountainside? No, it's just. I can't remember what horsepower this is at the minute. I don't think it's at its full. We haven't got the money to upgrade it. Wow, that really is struggling. Yeah, I'm going to have a go because... Let's grab the John Deere. The John Deere can manage that empty. I really don't use the John Deere much at all because it is a little bit weak for this end of the map. No, it isn't sort of weak normally, but it is here, unfortunately. Which yes. Let's let that go. But it still has got plenty of uses as a fork truck, really. Yeah, it's many a Let's Play I've used one of these as the sole means of lifting and all along. So let's shift this out of the way a little bit. Yeah, we have come a long way really on this. I apologise for how slowly this is going, but yeah, I've been finishing off all of the maps. At the minute we are only Agres Balconies. I'm trying to clear all of the decks in readiness for the new map, which for the life of me I just can't write. Zilonska, is that right? I think it is. I'm sure that's correct. Yeah, Zilonska. I'd like to always with something new like that. I'd like to dedicate a few days to doing that and that alone. Now we might actually pick up the bags. It depends if it's still working. It never used to. Now that might be grabbing the fertilizer. Yes, it is. Now it might allow then. Now we need to. Yeah, this is going to be awkward actually because the bags are really in the way. And of course I'm dragging one as well. Be careful. Yeah, I've had a look at the VR, and I've got to be honest, it is a real mess. I concur with almost everybody else. The reason you're not seeing VR series in Farming Simulator is, although it's sort of possible to sort of fudge it a little bit, it's very difficult to record. There's a lot of people who've done it, and I've had a go at some of these things, and it's a little bit messy. Right? It looked to me like that would actually fill from that, which you never used to do before. I might be wrong though. Ooh, that is amazing. That never used to work like that. It was its flaw early on. You couldn't fill it. You couldn't actually. It didn't work at all to begin with. And then the fill triggers weren't quite right because it was. I saw in the changelog that it said about the fill triggers had been corrected. So obviously they weren't quite right. So this is a no-till, but I don't think that means it can plough. We've still got to. I think that grass is special. So, but we'll have a go first. If not, we're going to go and grab Ridiculous Dominic's stupendous plough. Well, actually, yeah, we've got the ploughed bits first. So let's go past this. We will grab ridiculous Dominics for doing the grass, because I still have this as you've got to give this a wide berth. It is a monster piece of equipment. Can we go that way? Will we get over the bridge? Well, it's this really is a struggle. Right, so what are we sowing? Now then, that is a point. What is our business models? What have we got that is going to... Yeah, we've got the olive oils, and we've got the grapes. Let's have a look. We've got the grape processing unit, so that's for grapes. We've got the sunflower oil. So we could go oil. It's a heavily... Yeah, we've got sunflowers and canola. So now then, we have, unfortunately, there's not much we can plant of that. Oh, we could do sunflowers. I think we're going to go massive sunflowers, because it's going to fit with what we're doing. Yeah, the oil business, we're in it, so why would you not carry on as you're doing? We can carry on with the seeds with our other businesses, and I think we're going to stick to... I do like that plateau. It does. It matches. I'm quite pleased with what we've achieved. Now this is a bit of a beastly thing. Can we sneak past? Because the one thing I've got to say about this trailer, it's awfully wide. It really is terribly, terribly wide. Not sure if we've got enough room to actually get past this with the placement of the bridge. And obviously I didn't place the bridge with the Estrella in mind, but I think we might just about manage it. I think actually we're going to manage it quite easily. It's nowhere near as... Need to pull to the left though, or that's going to go off. It's a bit of a... Now then, that's a bit of a hill. That is, that's a little bit. If anything can do it, this can, but I'm not sure. It's I think the wheels are jammed on the... Okay, I think there as well. We need to try and straighten up. Yeah, I don't really think that's the... I think it's more the fact it's jamming on the side of the bridge with those wheels, because I'm going too far that way. I need to sort of pull this away. I might do it then. But this is... I knew this is what I was saying about the John Deere. This is beastly land. It's the type of land that's only just farmable. And I mean, as it really wasn't farmable at all. It's only because we've called in heavy equipment that cost over $1 million. Wow, I think we're catching somehow. Yeah, I think that needs softening a little. The cusp of the hill. It's always going to jam on that. Well, I don't think dragging sods of earth out of the to the top of the hill counts as a win, but right. So then I believe we said we were going to do sunflowers. So let's do sunflowers. I do love this. It is amazing that you can do everything with this, apart from obviously the things that are special. Well, what I mean is it's a planter stroke seeder. Was this the first of its kind to do this? I think it was. Yeah. So we're doing all sunflowers. I'm boring, but then we're going with what we will do. And this is true. I've said this before about things like this. Right, yeah, we're going to do this, and then we're going to literally shred on, and we're going to do, the grass plateaus. Yeah, we're going to sort of do as much as we can of the grass that we can. Now, grass, obviously, it doesn't need to be quite so perfect if you go for the right mower. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Not necessarily the biggest of mowers. We could go for my beautiful favourites, which I know people probably think, seriously, the little 7-metre metal bars are your favourite? They are, because they've got a few little tricks. I love the fact that if they hit something, they separate. A bit of a sneaky trick that no other mower can do, and that's quite a big thing, really. Might not seem to be, but I personally think it's one of those tricks that puts it out there as quite an amazing thing. Yeah, Calmsden, I wouldn't have had anything else. All of the other mowers would have been hitting the bars on Calmsden, but the 7-metre, it managed quite nicely. Please tell me I only lifted. I thought I'd hit fold then. Oh, it's not quite done that bit there. It is a beast, but with something like this, pulling up, look at the buzzard, the shadow of the buzzard on the the ground. JMGaming certainly is a master. So I chose this map as the 500 subscriber special, really. And no, I'm not saying he's better than all of the others. I'm saying, you know, I do appreciate his work. I did notice it in Rizu Forest. I thought this person is amazing at what they do, really. And a new map maker at that I never heard of. I thought, this is a map maker to watch. And then Rombos, truthfully, really opened my eyes, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. It really is. Obviously, JMGaming has spoken to me quite a lot over the months, has made quite a few comments on the channel, which is quite amazing. But obviously, sometimes gives you a bit of an insight. JMGaming doesn't like to do things the norm. He likes monstrous things. He likes big things. You can see the undulations to know that JMGaming really likes to do things in grand style, really, and you can see that on his maps. The amount of updates I've seen on. Well, this map especially as well. Yeah, all of his, he pays careful attention until it's all done to his standards, which I very much admire about JMGaming. Truthfully, I mean, he's not gone into productions in a grand way, and yet those that he's done are absolutely amazing. I've used the straw one that we've got on this Let's Play on other ones, so it's not just me sort of like just sort of doing it to appease JMGaming. It's because he makes some cracking stuff. He does. When he sets his mind to doing things, he does it very, very well. Yes, I know I spat my dummy out. Yeah, as a human, we've all got breaking points. I've done this and seen so many updates, which is to his credit, but as a human being, I just had enough of like keep smoothing the fields and all the rest of it, because he does like his monstrous bumps and humps, which is alright, but it's not very good for farming. So now this, on the other hand, manually smoothed out, as you can see, is actually one of those fields that you don't normally get. Yeah, I am quite pleased with the results, actually. I mean, because for saying we made these ourselves, and I know we were a little bit cheeky with the smoothing, but again, it is what it is. You've got to. Sometimes you've got to remember it's a game as well. Something I've sort of said quite a bit recently. It is a game too. I like to be as realistic as possible. One thing I'm going to say, I presume the little round 3 and 4 metre seeders and planters. And I go round corners with them. Now, is it the same as ploughs? And this is a question for you, the viewers, if you really know. I presume you have got to lift them the same as you would a plough, and that you're not allowed to go round corners. But I don't know this, so I've always erred on the side of caution. In my career as a content creator, I have made quite a few humdingers, really. I think that's it. I think we're done. Yeah, a few humdingers of mistakes where I really have. I mean, I used to have the front boxes on the front, really, and after doing research realised that the reason they were always classed as back boxes, except there's a couple of exceptions of tractors. The Unimog is one that has a back mount that is exactly as strong as the front. Sorry, no, the front mount that's exactly as strong as the back. And also the other one is the little, now the AB. That's it, I couldn't remember its name for 1 second. The little AB has also got a front 3-point lid that actually looks stronger than its back. So again, that can, unfortunately, it suffers from a lack of horsepower. So it can't really utilise that unless it was for sort of a strong motor or maybe a front box. It could do that, but again, it lacks the horsepower for the bigger implements. It is one of my favourite little tractors, to be honest. I really do love the AB. I haven't always, but after tasting of its goods on a couple of Let's Plays, it is one of those that I would willingly go for, even like as a choice of tractors. There's another one that's come out that's caught my attention, and that's the Renault, I think it's the Ares. It's quite an amazing 194 horsepower. Definitely you'll probably see that on a starting lineup of mine. Now there's a little bit of a dip there. I might not actually manage to capture that. We'll see if it's good enough. Yeah, that's got my attention. A little bit like the Fiat Agri, only without all the noise. Yeah, I would have willingly pitted the Fiat Agri on almost all Let's Plays as a starting tractor because of its value. Now, the Ares, Renault Ares, or Ares, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. That is a little bit more expensive, but still, for such a well-rounded starting tractor, is quite amazing. In so much as, like the Fiat Agri, it's got a front loader, it's got front and rear 3-point link, and it's 194 horsepower. It's not the heaviest of tractors, but neither is it terribly light. It's a little bit on the light side, but then, yeah, I think the Fiat Agri was probably one of the best all-rounders. Now then, I think... No, we missed a bit in the middle. I can see it. Yeah, I'm not rushing this as well. I'm not going to a time-lapse. Yeah, I mean, I've had quite a few Saxthorpe Farms. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Yeah, I've not been terribly well. And again, this is not like panic stations or anything like that. Yeah, not felt up to doing the big ones, but I have piecemeal, bit by bit. So that's why I'm not in a rush to get on with anything. There's 2 or 3 things I'm doing, and I did think that I would actually achieve this. One was I would like to do the last year at Maypole, that we pulled out when everything was going wrong. All of the Let's Plays are going wrong, and again, I thought it was Maypole, and it wasn't Maypole at all. It was updates and mods and all the rest of it. So I would like to go back to Maypole and do the last year that we did miss. Now, there's a bit of missing there. There's 2 little bits that missed. Just one there, which I'm not sure we'll try again this way, but I don't think this has got any more chance of getting that now than it did the other way. Yeah, no, it's not done it, and a little bit there as well, so that's going to be the same. Oh no, that actually managed to do it. Right, so then, now if I do believe the rest is... This is not going to be the Estrella territory for doing that. Oh, can we manage that grass up there? Can we do that? It's a little bit of a... Yeah, I think this patch here, all around here, is probably the bits that we will do. So we're going to need to... Oh, that's a point. Are we going to see this? We could be clever. We could actually. We could mark the edges of our fields with a little bit of painting, just so as we know where to end with, which is actually what a lot of the map makers actually do anyway. So how do we do it? I like this. I really do like this as edging. I think we'll do quite a broad strip. Be very careful. I don't really want to wreck the field. Just so as we can see where we're going to go to, and we don't actually do any more than we should do. I think we just need to do the end. No, I think yeah, let's do it down here as well. Ooh, be careful. Smashing. I think that'll do. It might look a little bit odd, but it's just as a demarcation line for, yeah, what we're going to do next. So we're going to literally... I think I'm right in saying this. I also don't think this you can actually do allow create fields. No, you can't. It's sort of built in with this one. Well, we could try though. No, I don't know, because we could probably do it in one. I'm almost 100% positive that this won't actually do it. We don't want it on that way. We do want it on grass. I'm almost 100% sure that this won't work. Ooh. I know, I'm sorry, I thought you were finished. No, it was down already. Yeah, we thought as much. I didn't think you could do that. It is actually bigger than you think, though. We might be able to rip this with the ridiculous Dominic and then actually use the Estrella. I don't think that's a too shabby an idea, actually. We'll be careful you don't go over the edge, because that would be like fatal, and the Estrella in real life would not survive it. Now that's an interesting concept as well, that which content creator was it? Let's just hop across. I'll think of it and gather my thoughts. Right, we want we want you, the other Fent. We want the ridiculous Dominic's. Frithgar, yes. Frithgar brought an interesting concept in, and that was like, if you went in the water with your thing that literally you'd got to buy a new one. I don't know, he must have handled it where he threw it away or sold it and then literally threw the money away to signify the fact that it was real. I thought that was quite unique. I mean, there's a lot of repairs you could do where you damage it and bash into something, but it does have a point. It's not in the game, that type of thing. I mean, the repair costs are, I suppose, signify that you could be doing that type of thing, really. How expensive they are naturally, but right. Anyway, let's crack on with this. So I don't think this is going to take too long, but this is the session. I've always said that about events, that we do things, and that is the session. So if we can manage to plant this grass, hopefully get through to April though, because I don't want to be stuck in March for much longer. Really, we seem to have focused on this month for a while, but then we have been very busy. So yeah, also trying to think of, yeah, I use the Lorts a lot, an awful lot, because it is so reasonable. You can upgrade it, but I would also like to use other partners as well. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at the clothing factory again. Often when you found, oh, where are you going? Where are you going? I think you believe you should be going up the top. Yeah, now that's not too bad with an implement of that size. Right, so then let's unfold. We do need to allow create fields on. Now this type of thing, I don't know, actually we're going to try to do it properly. We're going to go straight, and then we're just going to like lift it. The thing is, you don't get the natural curvature when you do it like that. That's one thing. It gets more jaggedy. It's the one thing that you do that is a little bit spoiled when you try to stick to what I do, which is sort of realistic, where you do this straight, because you get like the edges are too straight. Whereas in although I suppose you can signify, you can do a bit of a circle, but you've got to keep lifting and moving, lifting and moving, lifting and moving, and it then gets a bit where it drives everyone crazy, because your thing for realism is a little bit too real. Yeah, although, yeah, I mean, also there is a little bit of move. I remember Frithgar, because he really was a farmer, well, a farm labourer. He did the work and really knew what he was talking about. So he did say you can't turn around like they do in the game, like the workers do either. You would literally snap your plough. But he did say there is a bit of movement. You can sort of go around a little bit. It's not, you know, you like that. I can make a tiny little movements like that. That's not allowed. Now then, we'll give this a decent separator like that. And then we're going to rip this with the Estrella, and we're going to stick some proper grass in, because I'm almost sure that this grass doesn't sort of like doesn't mow properly. Also, did I buy the mowers, or I think I discussed it. Again, they're not expensive, the ones that I'm thinking of, the little metal ones, which I've shown on so many Let's Play. Oh, there's the HX20 for a change. I do like that as well. I think that's about as far as we can go with that. It's starting to get contours of the land getting a little bit bad. And then we'll just join that. And then what we're going to do is, yeah, we've not quite gone far enough this side. Do a little bit closer to the edge. About there, I should say. Gentle turns, or then it does become unrealistic. It's not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, so this is not going to be massive, so we don't really want you to go. Now there was we've got a baler. Yeah, I remember now. I remember it. Yeah, it's weird when you go have so many Let's Plays on the thing. Say we really are down to this though, and Saxthorpe, and also the Forgotten Isles, which I know I've got to do. That one I'm not, I love it, I do. I'm not going to sort of go back on what I said, because I really do think it's an amazing map. But I'm just not sure that I've got the time to make it into a full-blown Let's Play, because we've got the Hills of Tuscany that I promised. We could do this. We could go up there like that. I'm not sure if it'll work. It may or it may not. Courseway might actually throw Courseway a bit of a wobbler. Gently turn, gently, gently, gently. And lift. It's a little bit severe. It's not a lot actually here. Might have been a bit of a mistake, and I mean, we may end up, because it's not a massive field, of doing this ourselves manually. I did say that to begin with, so if it doesn't work, if Courseway sees it weirdly and it doesn't work, then we'll Yeah, we'll leave it and we'll do it manually. I don't mean we'll leave it. What I mean is we'll leave it for course play. We'll just literally do it ourselves. Right, one will it'll be. Let's join that bit together. Fantastic. I do love this by ridiculous dumping. I'm well impressed. Now again, no stones. It makes me wonder, is this the ground layer on Agres, or is it the ridiculous dominant? Now, I don't think it is a ridiculous dominant, because we've had this on other Let's Plays, and it does produce stones, but it really isn't. For some reason, it's not producing stones on Agres. Right, so we now want the Estrella. We said we're going to leave this. No, we can still go across the bridge if we've not gone too far to the left. Smashing. Now let's go back to the big fence. Oh, showing those sunflowers are beautiful yellow. Wow, is that not amazing? It seems we're not the only ones to be doing sunflowers. Seems a very predominant thing on the map. Oh, I've not jumped. Right, okay then. So we now need to unfold, and we've got it on grass ready. And yeah, we will also be. Now then, have we scanned these fields? No. Right, so we're wasting our time with the fertiliser. Let's quickly go and grab the facts. Do you know, this is a job that the John Deere can actually do very well. Doesn't require an awful lot of horsepower for this. Not really. Also, we could grab that for the Estrella, because we are going to be doing the fertiliser at the same time. So it does make sense. Now, where have I put the scanner? I think it was in the equipment under the cover. Oh, why is that not? Ah, it was. Oh, it's because I've done that thing where it's, yeah, that's why most people take that off. Ah, it's in that corner. I remember now. Yes, we said it was a wasted space, but not wasted for something like that, and it's slightly undercover as well, so we're looking after our tools well. No, we can't go that way. We've got to go down a little bit. Yeah, we will. This is probably the next vid we're going to buy. It is a little bit expensive, but yeah, it is that this is the next purchase that I'm thinking of. I'm not sure whether, as I said, or was it that one over there we said we'd do as grass? But then the grass is, yeah, at that point we go BGA, so I'm trying to stay clear of the grass. This is not a bad field that we are running across now. That is the one down from us. That's probably a goer. Right, so then let's scan these fields first. I think now, if you scan it afterwards, I'm not sure that you waste the fertiliser. We might actually get away with that, but if we do, it's my own fault. I should have paid attention to that. You don't always think, do you? Especially when you're chatting. Ooh. Oh, it is the 65 I have. It's alright, I had this on the other one. I had a sneaky feeling that I normally go for the 32, but no, it is the 65 that I normally go for. That's alright then. I should be able to get this set of fields in one go. We'll send that back straight away. See if we can do the same. Oh, it is. I was right. JMGaming's been really fantastic because of, yeah, because you've sort of gone out on a limb and made these fields. They're all loam, and the entire map's not all loam, as I know from being down on the farm. So that is quite a bonus. Oh no, it won't let you do that. Strange enough, it's got to be in the field bit. So yeah, this is going to be. Let's go as far as we can. And we're going to have to do a couple of scans on this because it won't let you do it. Yeah, I know. I'm not explaining myself very well, which is typical of me. Now, we could go down the bank. We might actually do better down here. We have missed a bit though. Let's try and get that bit there, and try and sneak that way as much as possible. Bit wasteful, I know, but then it got you. I don't really want any bits missing. These fields aren't the biggest in the first place. I just wanted to feature this end of the map because I could see the potential for this, and I could see that it was completely different from anything I'd ever done before, and I really don't regret it. This has been a unique Let's Play for me because it's so completely different. It really is. Because yeah, even the developing the fields, obviously I've seen the paddy fields and all the rest of it, but never actually had... No, we need to be dropping that from half. Now, there's a slight problem with this. Can anyone see it? 3-point link, sadly missing, I believe. I think we're going to have to swap tractors. Let's go grab the... yeah, let's take these down here. And we'll go grab that one up here. And we should have used follow me because it means less faffing around, but hey-ho. Yeah, no, this is a little bit steep, really. It's just about doable, just about. And only with big equipment, really, as I said, and I was wrong, really. Right. Let's drop that. I think this can be picked up both ways, because it's also the... can't think of the word. It's got two functions, and I can't remember the second one. It is it'll come to me the more you chase, the more it disappears. Right. Let's grab this. Can this? I think this could cope with this. It's a powerful beast. I think it's 400 and some horsepower, but I don't know if I've actually got it up to that. I can't remember if we upgraded them both. I think we did, but I'm not sure. I think it's the other way. Yeah, it is. Now then, it's 5 to 10. We have an hour. Will we do it? I think so. Unless, of course, the rain's very early, in which case we won't. And if we're clever, what we could do is park this on the bank, because this really doesn't care about the terrain that you leave it on. It's a bit special. Yeah, so the VR, I think, I'm a terrified flitting. I don't know if I always finish off what I say. I know I don't sometimes. Yeah, the VR, I've had a really good go with it. I mean, I'm not treating it as wasted. And it may be that Farming Simulator in the next iteration does get VR support, because there's an awful lot. I think it's missing something, because VR is, I think, I agree with everybody, it probably is the next big thing. I don't think it's quite ready. I bought, is it a Daydream controller? No. I always get mixed up with that front thing on how to turn on the crop sensor. You have to press both buttons. I think that's what always... Yeah. So, ooh, a little bit close to that. Oh, it shouldn't oversow, even though it does all the right things. Now then, we should get that bonus that I always forget about. We might miss bits of this. We might need to grab the other seeder to actually get this bit done. I don't know why it did that really vivid green at the beginning, because really, as it says, yeah, grass is a bit different. It's usually orange. Yeah, no, that was really a little... Let's lift it this time, because that's a little bit... Certainly has got some power, though. Yeah, let's try and... Oh, yeah, crop sensor. Oh, fertiliser. I'm dragging on the ground, on the side of the escarpment. Right, let's try and do that and hug to the side a little. Anything we can't do, though, I'm not really worried. Bit. That's uphill a bit, so I'm not really thinking we'll do that. Be careful, don't wreck the equipment. Yeah, now going up that hill. Imagine, no, going up straight we might do it. Maybe. We'll give it our best shot. It's a bit of a twist and a turn on that top left-hand bit. Yeah, now this is gonna test any tractor, even the mighty fence. Look at that for wheel slip. Believable? I would say so. Yeah, absolutely. That would be a struggle. Should start to settle down a bit now. Now then we need to back up a little, lift it. I think we're alright. I think we should get that. I'm not sure how we're going to turn around though. We might need to reverse and then do the left hand side like that, because it's a bit of a strange terrain up here. Ooh. I think that's as good as it gets. Whoa. Let's try that again. Seriously, this really is, when you look at it, it's like 2 4s and a middle section. I mean, more than 4s, it'd have to be more than 4s. No, 4 8s. Is it 14.4? So 4 8s, 12. So they look, yeah, they're a little bit more like 4.5s. Those are the 2 outer ones. Must be 4.59. And if that was a 3, which it looks only like a 3, maybe 3.5. Right, we want to get it right, because it's not down, so it's not going to hurt that. Yes, I was impressed with the Estrella even last time on Agres. So yeah, that's it, and fold away. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit missing there. Let's go grab the other one. Let's thoroughly finish the jobs that we do on this session. Yeah, there's a few little bits and bobs that are... Don't think we're going to do much for that now. Yeah, we'll leave it realistic that certain bits of the field that just would not take. We might actually put some painted grass on at some point. Now then, this is going to be fun. And I mean that in a most sarcastic... We need to jam the brakes on, and also the right turn on the bridge. We're going to do the same again. Its wheels are going to like sort of jam unless we just carry on quickly. No, it's still going to jam. Ooh, it's sort of right. That is a little bit precarious. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to move you out of the way, and I think we can pick that up still. Still can't remember the name of what I'm trying to talk about. Yeah, let's push that back a little, and we need to... Ooh, I can see by the angle that's not liking that at all. It's going to be one of them brute force and ignorance jobs, because it's sort of, there's in these situations when it's against terrain, really there's not an awful lot you can do. So if I go backwards, I'm going to drop it into the water. Aha, fantastic. Quickly pull to the left, or you're going to clock the building. let's just go and have a look. We need to grab the other one. Have we got the... I think we've got the... I'm trying to think of the right word. My words today are terrible. But then, when you don't feel 100%, I don't think that they ever are good. I can't think of the proper word for the cedar that we've got. Castor, that's the word. Yes, castor. I think we've got the castor on this last way, haven't we? No, we've got a... have we? No, we've got that. Of course we have. Let's have a look. I have a feeling we've got the castor as well. Did we start with the castor and then... planters, cedars? No, we have just got the Vadestad. Now this is one I've seen in real life, the Vadestad. Will that be any better? I think I'm right. I think we're just going to like paint a bit of grass, really. I do. Let's stick that. Can actually sort of go where that little walking arch is, because there's not an awful lot can go there. Let's lower it first and gently drop it. So then I think, let's have a look on the map and make sure we've done... Oh, liming those fields. That is a point, it really is. Weeding as well. We'd ploughed. Yeah, that is a point that we... Let's go and have a quick look. Yeah, definitely need liming. But there's no weeds here. It's a weed-free zone. Yeah, and the Estrella, likewise, we did it there as well. So lime. Let's go grab that. Let's take that with us, though. Yeah, and no, we'll come back for the Estrella. We can take that later. It doesn't really matter that it's there. Let's go. Yeah, this could manage the liming as well, actually. Going to use this a little bit more than I have been doing on jobs that it can do. It does seem a little bit... We've got the plough selected at the minute. Yeah, I do love our complement of equipment. Quite pleased. Especially the Estrella. I thought it was very apt that we got the Estrella on this Let's Play again. Right, let's not try and block that in. We also need to stick that down a little. We drop that down there and stick that back where it was before. What has the Supima got in it? That does not look like fertiliser. No, it... Oh, of course, it's when the... it's when the tree devourer sees an empty space, because of course this actually is a trailer as well. Not that you'd probably ever use it as a trailer. Well, I suppose you could in a push. That poor sign, and I'll get knocked about. Right, okay. I think we're going to have to drop that off for this to sort of become a trailer. And then it might actually say... Yeah, I thought so. Ooh. Ooh. I've got to get better at thinking that through. I know you can in the right place, but even so... Did we stick any lime in that in here? Sure. Just 22 tons. Rainy day fund. No lime. is the answer to this question. Right, okay then. Ooh, have we got any in the production shed? I think we were talking about we've got to fill it up again. I'm sure we emptied it, and I keep saying time and time again I need to do it. We've got herbicide 9 tons, manure 20, lime 36 tons, and solid fertiliser 20 tons. We're not selling the solid fertiliser. Right, okay, so we can easily grab some lime and some solid fertiliser. If we grab that, and then that, if we fling the fertiliser out, because it's not that much to fertilise. Oh, that's the point actually. Didn't we do all of that with the Estrella? In which case, we won't need to do any fertilising. Yeah, it's that spot on. All we need to do is the liming. So we're just now going to throw that out the back because someone was a wally. I just need to fill it with lime. Fantastic. Let's reverse and see how good your reversing skills are today. Oh, that's running away with me. I do think we have got some bits and bobs down at the store. Did we buy the... That's the wrong screen. Did we buy the mowers? Oh, of course. Yeah, no, we did actually. Of course, I remember now. Yes. We got it for an absolute bargain. So we just need a front one, really. That's not the right kind of mower for that kind of terrain. Oh dear. Yeah, I never thought of that. All I thought of was, that's a cracking deal, that's amazing. Well, I suppose it's also the windrowing ability of it that's rather amazing. You don't really need a windrow up there. We shall see anyway what it is. I've got the baler for making grass bales, and it will make grass bales because it's not a wrapper, so we're fine. In fact, it is. I was noting this on Saxthorpe Farms earlier. Yeah, because we use the Omatana almost on every Let's Play, and that is a good thing because it is a production. We really, going forwards, should be using normal balers. It sort of makes a baler wrapper almost obsolete. Even the fantastic quick bale or the quick bale. There's the one that's the quick now as well. Probably has always been, actually. It's just probably knowing me. This is about the limit, I would say, of this, really. Even though it's not terribly heavy, it is still terribly hilly. We're on auto, yes we are. Do love the line ability of this. I have not found anything else that can touch this in the game. It's not so good for fertilising. I mean, I don't mean it's rubbish, but what I mean is its speciality is definitely on the liming side. Fertilising, it's about as good as the WMXL. I would say it's just equally as good, but it's certainly not better. And of course, it's got a 36 metre spread rather than a 42. Not that that's terrible, of course. That is still quite good. Yeah, there's a bit on the right hand side I don't think we're quite going to achieve, and we're going to miss the edge of this if we go too far out, as we have done slightly over there. Yeah, but I wanted to be thorough. Get this, I do always talk about dynamic sessions, and that's what I mean. It's like when you do the jobs, now then weeds, so now we've looked already. I always find my memory, it's not brilliant at the best of times. As you get older, it's par for the course. Those senior moments as people talk. And I know when you're younger you do have your moments as well, but it's worse as you get older. Right, if we do a flingy job like that, that should I think that works well. And we could do the same about here. And yeah, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. Fantastic. Maybe one more. Or maybe a bit of a doubler. Actually, we can go up there. It's a little bit steep, but it's not doable. Even a little bit messy though, really. This widens out. It's wider than you think, actually. I mean, it's not going to be... Sunflowers I always find are one of the worst crops in the game for yields. Obviously, the one thing I am going to say though, with having the additional straw mod, it sort of makes up for that, because on almost all maps you get that stupendous amount of straw or fibre that you really would get in real life from the stalks of a sunflower. They are huge. So I really do think it's believable, unless you're on a Giants map. And then Silver Run, it was the most skimpy amount of additional straw that I've ever seen, which make no sense when you consider what sunflower stalks are like. But yeah, on most normal maps, I've seen it on a non-Giants map as well, where it was the same, where it was quite poor. But on almost all maps, Rhombos, we saw it. I think I saw it on Rhombos, the return. The second Let's Play we played on Rhombos, the start from scratch, down at the top end near the shop. Yeah, I'm sure that's when we first saw it, where the additional straw mod wasn't there always. Right, I think that's about it. Fantastic. Don't tussle with the tree. Don't go down. Don't let that drag you down either. Although it's not as bad as the other escarpment, where you really would destroy your tractor. Right, I think that's it. Quite pleased with what we've achieved. I think we're going to go through to at least see the grass grow. Yeah, we've seen already that everything is spot on. So I think we will rest till morning. I do love the farmyard as well. I think it's got a right character. We'll stay here. I know we've got bits and bobs strewn all over the place, but... And we are in March, the very beginning of the year, so 8 o'clock is about perfect. Now, have we done everything? Yeah, we've had the animals and everything. Got to get used to feeding the animals every morning again now, because it's not been part of our day-to-day ritual. But that's not my problem. Oh, wow. That is amazing. I know we're going to have bits that are missing. I think what we're going to do is probably do a bit of touching up with the painted grass, because I hate seeing those patches, even though it goes against the grain, because it's so expensive. Should have painted it first, the green as a base, because it doesn't really like covering the white very much. Ooh, there's some sort of blemish there that it doesn't like. Oh, it's me. It's me, I'm the blemish. Only I could do that. It'll look better at ground level. Yeah, and the white will gradually fade as well over time. No, that's not grass. No, we've done that one. It's just the white. But we haven't done that one. Let's do this properly. So now that is cheap. Just it looks awful on its own. Now we can put that down. Right. Yeah, I'd be glad when Giants decide that that's well too expensive for a bit of grass, because it is a bit expensive, really. I mean, I know there's a mod. There is a mod that does free, but it also, I didn't realise, but it also means that if you were ever doing grapes and olives, it does it for free. So that's when I took it off, because I don't mind a grass being free. I'd quite like that, but when it goes into you doing it, I didn't realise I was on Adelshoven, and literally I did a field and I thought, why is this not costing me anything? Why? And then it was later on when I cottoned on, it was because of that mod. It was. Right, so then, that is the end of the session. Our sunflowers have grown quite nicely. Let's have a quick look at the data before we go, though. Well, that's the nitrogen. Oh, that red's not our field. And the pH looks absolutely perfect. Cracking job. Sunflowers, and you have to switch the grass off to seagrass, as like that. And it's barley, actually. We planted barley, not wheat. Apologies. Right, that is another session on agros. Oh, money, 232,407, so we 100 odd grand. That is amazing. We'll get the animals fed first thing next time. We've of course got our little tractor that's got that special job of doing that, and I don't think we've got any other tractor down there. We could just... No, that is next session's job. I've got to get better at this. I'm a terror for wanting to... That doesn't look like it's growing very well, does it? Yeah, you normally see like the green painted grass as well, so that is a little bit odd, but yeah, hopefully it'll sort itself out in time. But all I'm going to say is thank you very much. Oh, no I'm not. Let's have a little bit of fun. What is in... Now, I'm not a massive fan of that, and yet Horse Aggravation taught me that it's amazing, but it's not a real plough. Even though it's called the culti plough, it is a subsoiler, and it does still mean it leaves weeds. So I'm going to stick with our proper plough, especially bearing in mind that now that is quite amazing, but it's really low horsepower. But what I was thinking was, wouldn't be a bad one for the animals. I know we've got one, but we could have one dedicated to the... Oh, it's a pretty colour. Yeah, we don't really need it to have anything other than that. I think we'll do that. I think we will literally buy that now, have we? Now then, yeah, I'd like to give it big wheels. Ooh, they are nice. This is literally what I'm going to do. Give it tyre sound. It's in German, so unfortunately. I'm really not a massive reader of German. I do like the fact we've got weights on that. We'll buy that for 41,412, and that is going to be for the cows. I believe we probably will have a quick look down at the shop, because I think we've got quite a menagerie of equipment down there. Yeah, we've got the mower. Oh, that's right. I wanted to try that out, didn't I? Yes. I remember we wanted to try that on a normal trailer. We've got the TPS. I think what we will do though is we'll get a dedicated... We'll do that. It's the last thing we're going to do today. Yeah, we're going to buy another TPS, which is going to be the base for that. I've got to give it a chance, but I think I'm going to lease it in case it doesn't work and it's a bit of a blowout. Because if it is a blowout, then I don't want to be wasting 1,500 when we've already got a TPS. And the colour of that is green. So let's do that the same. No colour. Let's customise. We're going to go all green. We'll keep it standard metal. A little bit darker. About that is about right, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, this is the modder who I forgot to give a shout out, which is Rockstar. It absolutely is. Rockstar is the one that I forgot to give a shout out. We could be clever. We could also take the mower back on this too. Can we put a front 3-point link on it? We probably can, but I don't think we'll... yeah, let's stick that water thing as much as we can. Now, we might only be able to manage the water thing, really. I'm going to do this off camera because it is, I do concur with what I said. Ooh, the DJ Maverick thingamajig. I'm going to have to do this from the end, which I apologise for, because really, it's, oh, I suppose we could. We could really, I suppose. As I often say, there is more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah, we stick that over there for now. And then to go on this side, we might have to nudge the TPS a little to get in. It's not going to hurt. I'm afraid it won't let us fill and unfill, but then again I think of the nurse tank that you got in it. I'm not sure, it's a possibility it might work, or you might just select it and it works, or it might be that it has to go on one of the proper backs. It's the only thing that puts me off these. I'd use them a lot more. They are fantastic, it's just that they're a little bit, the actual trailers are very expensive, and if you need the special trailers it then makes the cheapness of the things that are quite expensive. So that's the only reason I've not really showed these a lot. Did use it on Silver. I think they're amazing, but that's why I wanted to try it, because I thought, well, I would bring it in more to Let's Plays. Oh, I'm not sure you're going to get that on as well. No, I think we'll grab that separately. We'll bring them all back down though. I would like to try that out. Let's stick these on. Oh, it's got tension belt support as well, proper, where it goes over it. Amazing. Fantastic, and I think we can just about get this one on as well. Amazing. So let's just see, can you... There's nothing we can fill down here. Oh, you can't select it either. So to me, I don't think it's going to work, because it can't sense the tank. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I think it needs the proper... Yeah, let me show you what I'm waffling on about. I think they're under miscellaneous. Yeah, I've always thought it's a fantastic idea. I did use it once on Silver Run, and I thought it was amazing. We actually got one in the sales. I mean, the grain containers are amazing, they really are. But actually, I think the trailers are in trailers. Actually, I don't think they are in miscellaneous. I think they're in trailers. Yeah, now these, I've just found them expensive, and a bit like the thing where you've got to change backs. No, that's not those ones. It's these ones. Yeah, they're so expensive. I mean, that's not astronomical. It really would make it about 50 grand. But the little 20-25 footers, they're not got a great capacity, so I just don't think I'd want to warrant spending 50 grand on a very small trailer. Now, if that was 45,000, now then I would seriously give this an awful lot more consideration of using it, because it's still the faffiness of putting them on and off, and I do know. Yeah, you also, not just that, you've also got to have the crane that does it, although you can get away with them. You probably could get away with it, a normal telehandler with a big weight on it, really. I think you don't have to use, although I don't know, I seem to remember, no, it's got special functionality. Yeah, it has. You've got to align them and everything, so, although it's a long time back since they used it, so. But that is where we're going to leave it. I think that is a bust. I don't think that's going to work, but we're going to give it a chance. We're going to take it down there, but I don't think it's going to get an option to fill, which is rather unfortunate. But that is the end of another session. It is with front mower. Should we buy that? Or no, this next session's problem. It really is. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.